What's good, YouTube? This is D Chill at D Chill the Discussions, and we're gonna discuss some things today. What we're gonna talk about is the time my house was battered, and actually, it's two different topics. We're gonna talk about two of my spots being battered and what happened during and after the battering. So let's deal with the first one. And also, I got to say this, I haven't been, and I'm going to let y'all know now. If you like the show, you like what we're talking about, please like, comment, and subscribe. It does help another person's channel grow if you guys would be so kind to, you know, share the video, like the video, comment, and subscribe because we're out here definitely trying to make this thing work, and we need y'all to help us make it work. So if you like it, just hit the little button. It don't take that much time. I see other videos because I'm new at this, but other cats be having some great topics, and it'd be like 12,000 people on there, and I've seen it literally. Like I was watching last night. I think it was 16 to Life, or it was the C Bill. They had 12,000 views or something and maybe 400 likes. I mean, how is that possible? You guys can just, while you're listening to it, just, if it's good to you while you're listening to it, just hit the like button for them folks. Why, I mean, come on. Look here, man. Let's make this work for everybody. Let's be wise about this. So anyway, I want to get that out the way. Also, I'm going to give my shout outs because that's what I like to do. Pay homage to those that got me involved in this and that or got my life on track where I should be doing more. So I'm going to start off with Stephen A. Smith, Kev Mack Videos, 16 to Life. And it's not in this order because, anyway. C. Bill, Joe T, Bosco 100, Cartoon, Renegade Media, um, my bro from East Coast. What is it? Lord have mercy. I just got through watching this show. Y'all got to forgive me. I'm forgetting right now. But and there's a couple more. Jay Williams. I said Renegade. Anyway, that's all that I can think of right this moment. And of course, Nina Boy. But if it comes to me, I'll say it. But anyway, let's try to get into this video, y'all. So I had a spot up on 15th and Spruce, and I'm doing my thing, selling work, crack. So this particular spot, I used to have. It was a 6 apartment type of complex. It had 3 on the bottom, 3 on the top. Well, I pretty much dealt with everybody in that building. For the most part, 5 apartments. No, let me just say this: all 6 of the apartments, either they sold drugs or they smoked drugs or had some interaction with folks that did drugs. It just everybody in the building was a part of the game. It just is what it is. So my homeboy's child's mother stayed down there, and every now and then she would, and she didn't smoke. She would just get her work, whatever it was that she wanted to purchase to make her money. Her and then the other folks that was in there, some of them just I come through, deal with them and they peoples. But I had 2 particular spots that I literally, that's where I hustled out of. There was some upstairs, I just go up there, sit down, chill with them, her and her dude still making money, but I wasn't in there all day long making it happen because, they had children in there and all that. But this one lady downstairs, I just go over there, smoke my weed, chill, just to get away. Maybe when I don't feel like hustling, let them handle the work, and I be over there just chilling with her just to get away. Excuse me, and just handling my business. So the spot was jumping. Not only that, it was jumping, through those people and all that I was dealing with. our neighborhood was cracking, and so the homies used to try to come in shortstop sales. So I had to call the big homie man, like, man, what do I do? And this cat's out there in front of my spot, man. I'm thinking about da da da. I'm like, nah, D, you don't do it like that. Them is still your partners. This is how you do it. You just go out there and stand out there with them. That's how you stop all that, and they'll just come right to you. He said, because I had to deal with this when I was on these other cats' neighborhood, and I ain't gonna put their name out there. I don't want nobody feeling like they're being disrespected. So I was like, yeah, that makes sense, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and make that happen. So I started doing that and made it smoother. Then next thing you know, he hit me up like, hey, D, you gotta let me come up in that joint, man. Because one night he came through and it's cracking. He said, you gotta let me come through that joint, D. He said, look, man, if you let me up in there, all I'm gonna do is sell ounces and up. I'm not gonna even do no rock to rock. I mean, rock to rock. I'm not going to do nothing small, basically. You handle that, and I'm going to do the big stuff because I never want to be a baller. That's just me. I'm not with all that. I want to just enjoy my life. I don't need the police sweat me extra because my name is out there or the Jack Boys. One or the other, they're going to be looking for you. And not just the police, the feds. Because when you get on that level. So that wasn't my cup of tea. So anyway, um, I'm sitting there like, yeah, man, that's a good idea, bro, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna just keep it as it is. I just wasn't too cool and no sharing that spot like that. I just didn't think that'd be wise for me because I had it going, and if I needed to get something from him, I just call him. I didn't have to have him right in there with me. And a cat of that stature, chances are you might get gaffled out of your spot easily. If they got more work than you, them folks may be like, oh yeah, man, I'm not saying he'll backdoor me, but they might just request it like, hey, we're gonna deal with him instead of you. So, you don't have to come by no more. Now you got the whole spot. A lot of things were going through my mind. I wasn't trying to be competitive, I was just trying to be wise. Like, hey, I better keep this just me. And so that's what we did. And he could see what I was doing. I'm not just having all that going on. So many different chicks that I'm dealing with in and out. And you see how popping the building was. There's money going through all the different places. And I'm not just selling crack. I'm the bootlegger late night. I'm selling liquor after 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Come to the chill or call me. I got it. I got it in the trunk and I got it in the house. One day I'm up on the back of the police. The homie that told me one day I was drunk on the back of the undercover, squatting the joint with a trunk full of liquor. Cause I go spend almost $200 and just load up the trunk and go around and serve it out on the streets or just sell it at the spot. So he knew it was popping, and he was like, "There's a lot of potential at this joint," and I just try to keep it like that. So I decided that I'm going to move around and do a couple other things, but I still want to keep my spot. Now, um, the management inside of the manager and the owners. Anyway, now I ain't gonna put that in there right now. So let's just get back to it. This is when it happened. One day, like I said, I was still doing my thing. I'm running around making moves, but my homeboy, he stayed on the corner, and so I'm like, yeah, okay, this is gonna be a cool little spot because I can, go up here and chill as well and watch it from afar. But and there was other apartments up in there too, so there was just so much potential for this particular spot. But one get hit, you can go to the next one and set up shop right there. So I'm like, yeah, man, I'm going to keep this spot right here just for me. So we done with that conversation. I'm over here doing my thing, having these different chicks come in. And so now I'm upstairs at another one of my spots. Like I said, I went from the downstairs one to the one upstairs, and I'm doing my little move with the female. I'm making some moves. Man called me one night, man, D, what you got going on? I'm like, what you think I got going on? I'm all up in this person's backside. What you think I got going on, bro? You don't hear this chick, and I'm hitting the cakes like really. Yeah, I was a nut with it. He's like, oh, D, you the fool. All right, I'm gonna get back at you. So I think it was maybe a week go by, and I get a call, and somebody's like, hey man, they just battered around your spot. What? Which one? That's my first question because I got multiple places that I went into. So it's like, which one did they hit? Do they know which one is the right one? And so let me explain what I mean by which one the right one. So they're like, nah, they hit the one downstairs, and I'm like relieved inside, like, oh, okay. And she said, but you ain't gonna believe. I'm like, what? What happened? She said, they come marching around to the spot, and as they marching around like the army, like they're in unison, doing this all together. They come marching around to the spot, and once they come, sorry about that. Once they come marching around to your spot, they got the little riot gear on. They got all the helmets and everything. Like they were preparing for war because we used to be out there thick sometimes in the front. Like I said, Cass was trying to, curve, serve, and block the sales. And she's like, they go up in there, they hit your spot, they batarang it, and all of them go running. She's in. And then out of nowhere, you see them all coming out, faces red, and they're taking their bulletproof vests and slapping them on the ground. I guess they cussing, talking crazy to each other. She like they're pissed, like hot as a firecracker. I'm rolling like what? I'm feeling good like I didn't got one on the one time. SPD, Seattle Police Department, not gonna like this because they have been trying to crack me all my time of existing up there. I never got cracked for selling no crack. Never. And I got caught a couple different times, but I beat the cases or they had to drop it because they did something faulty. But them having me never been to the pen. I'm gonna say it like I can't go, but I'm saying when I was out there, I was just a slick cat, and I was wise, and I was, like I said earlier, wasn't trying to be on the baller list. So I'm cracking up. I'm rolling them like, yeah, that's what they get. So what happened is they goes in, bat around the joint, thinking that they got a whole hookup, and they about to come and get all kind of gaffers up. The joint was abandoned. The people had moved out. They're gone. After we done sold all this work, used to be sleeping with a hot thing on me. And one the homie Top used to always tell me, boy, you better get rid of that joint. You know you didn't put in work with it. You better go get rid of it because if they catch you with it, you're going to be cooked. And I was like, yeah, all right, I'm going to eventually. So eventually I took a ride down a PO to go throw it in the water once I got across the bridge and all that. I know how to do things. I'm a cold, slick individual. So that was my game plan. Anyway, back to the story, y'all. If I get out. So I'm feeling it, like I'm really feeling good because they was sitting there looking stupid, wondering how in the heck did this cat pull us off on us? Because I believe they must have contacted the owners or didn't contact the manager or the owner because they're thinking, oh, they're in cahoots because we knew the people. We lived around the manager for years since I was a little kid. I've been knowing the manager, but he wasn't a manager then. He was just another, his mom rented, just like ours, and we just were neighbors. Man, they thought that we had something going on, tag teaming, and we were just in this gelling together. So I guess they didn't say nothing to them. Maybe that wasn't that wasn't how it went down. But they should have. They would have found out the person that has gone. So that was one time I got over on SPD, and I was feeling good about it, man, because they was pissed that they bat around the spot and when nobody. I don't even know if that's ever happened before in Seattle. That might be the first time they even bat around something when nobody there. But anyway, man, that's my time. This is D Chill. Get the discussion. Peace.